Alrighty, class. This is Algebra 1. We'll try to go over the material. Alright, so we are going to skip 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go to number 5. Number 5 seems a little difficult, but we'll go over it. Number 5 says convert 66 feet per second to miles per hour. I don't know why. Whatever. So we have 66, right? Per second. 1 second. And we're trying to change it to miles per hour. Alright, let's see here. Miles per hour. So we're talking miles. So we have to figure out how many feet are in a mile. So there's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. That's good. Next we gotta figure out time, right? How many seconds are an hour? There are 60 seconds. No, there's 6 in an hour. There's what? How many seconds are an hour? An hour there's 60 minutes. There's 60 seconds, right? So 6 times 6 is 36. So it's 3600, I believe, right? Yeah. So that's going to be 3600 seconds in 1 hour. All right. Now we can cross out everything. We can cross out the feet. Cross out this feet. We can cross out the second here. We cross out the second here. We're going to live with miles per hour, which is what we need. Now all we have to do is do the math, which is going to be 66 times 360, and then we're going to divide that by 5280. After you do the math, you should be left with 40 miles divided by hour, right? 40 miles per hour. Easy. Next. So we have a trip, right? 150 gallons on a 3,000 mile trip. All it's asking us is to divide 3,000 over 150, right? That crosses out, which is basically 300 over 15, which is about, I think about 20. All right, after you do the math, 20 miles to the gallon. All right. Next is we have this equation, number 7, which is 2d plus 3 over 5 equals 3d minus 6 over 8. The distribution property, we gotta multiply this to this and this to this. That's all that is. So let's do that. So that's going to be 16d plus 24 equals 15d minus 30. Alright, subtract 15d from both sides, so you're going to be left with 1d on here. Subtract 24 from both sides, minus 54. Alright, next. We have 5 over 1 equals 2m minus b over m plus b. Have to do the distribution property again. That's all we're doing. So that's going to be 5m plus 5b equals 2m minus b. Put all the b's on. I'll put all the m's on one side. So 5 minus 2 is 3m equals, move that 5b onto this side, which would be negative 6b. And then we're going to divide both sides by 3, right? M equals negative 2b, I think, in the end. All right. That takes care of the first page. Let's move on to the second page. Second page is what percent of 65 is 52. All right, so it's asking us what percent is 65 is to 52. What percent of, so that means of 65 is 52. So that means all we're doing is dividing each side by 65, right? 52 goes into 65 0.8 times, which is the same thing as 80%. You're done. Next, 45% of okay, that means of x of what number is 225. So we're dividing both sides by 45%. That's all we're doing. All right, and that'll give you an answer. So by 45%, right, or by 0.45 rather, and that looks like to be a 5, maybe 500, I think. Yeah, well, 500 is probably the answer. All right, next is find W. All right, so it's giving us a ratio. So the lengths are the same. They give us the lengths, right? So the length for one shape is 8. So we're going to do a ratio. The length for the other shape is 20, right? Keep it same, but the width for one shape we don't know, but the width for the other shape we do know, which is 10. We're going to do the same thing, cross multiply. That's all we're doing. All right, so 8 times 10 is 80, and W times 20 is W20. Divide both sides by 80. These 80s cross out. And looks like I did this wrong. Hold on, let me make sure. If I did this right. Hold on. Cross multiply this, right? So that's going to be 80 equals 20W. Oh yes, I was dividing it by the wrong side. I'm tired. Divide this. So 4 equals W. Alright. So that takes care of that. Alright. We'll skip 12, we'll skip 13. We didn't go over that. Alright, move on to number 14. It says there is, if the distance of Green Bay and Spook Bay is 165 miles, and on the map the distance is 25, determine the scale on the map. We're trying to figure out how much it is per inch. How many miles is 1 inch? Okay, so you'll see there's a lot. The easiest way to do this is common sense. It's just do 1650 divided by 25. Alright, that's all. And then when you solve it, you're just going to divide it, and you'll get 66. Okay. Next is the taxes, which is pretty fun. All right, so Gabrielle was given 15% increase, which is 0.15 increase. If she, okay, anyway, she earned 3,600 last week. What will her expense? So we just have to add 15% to what she's earning now, or what she'd earned last time. So it's 15% times 36000, and then whatever that answer is, you add that back to 3600. That will give you what the answer is. Okay, so let's kind of do this together. So you have 36000, right? I forgot to add another O here, right? 36000 times 0.15 gives us $5,400. So we're adding that back to the 3,600,000, and that comes out to be 41400. So that's the answer for that one. All right. Next, number 17. What are the markup and retail price of a suit that costs a retailer $182 if he uses a standard markup rate of 30%? So they're trying to figure out. So he has a suit, and he bought the suit for $182, and he's going to increase it by 32%. So all we're doing is the same thing, multiplying by that by 0.30, and whatever number we get from that, we add it back to 182. That's all we're doing. So it's 182 times 0.30 gives us $54.60. We're adding it back to the 182, and he's selling that suit for $2, $3, $60, and 60 cents. All right, don't forget to add that zero when those not there. All right, so that takes care of that. Next, let's see if we can do this. All right. A retailer marks all his merchandise 50%. Okay. If a pair of basketball shoes costs $100, all right, we're marking out 50. Half of 100 is what? Half of 100 is 50. So add that back. So that's 150 is how much the thing is, right? and for 50% off. So all you gotta do is divide that by 2, and that's what you get. So 150 divided by 2 is what? Is 75. That's all that is. All right. Next question. Next question is about tipping. So same philosophy applied as in the other questions. A long stay called advertises a dinner special for $10. All right, so it's a special for $10, and he's going to pay 12% tax in addition to that. That's basically 10 times 0.12. All right. So, and then we're going to add that back to the original price, and now let us know how much he's paying plus with the tax times 0.12 equals $10. $10 plus $1.02. So that equals 11.2 cents. So that is how much it is. So 11.2 cents is $11.20. So you're going to add $11.20. That's how much it is. So on top of that, he's going to tip 15%. So we have 11.20. He's going to tip 15%. So we're going to select all this. Go back to here. So you have $11.20, and he's going to tip 15%. All right. So you're going to multiply that by 15%. When we multiply that, let's see what we get. We get so we have 11. Oh, we have 11. Let's see. You have 11.2 times 0.15, and we get $1.68. So that's $1.68. So we'll add that $1.68 back to the 11.20, and that's $12.88. So the answer should be $12.88. Will be your answer. All right. Next, you have a car salesman. Okay. He sold 2 cars for $50,000, right? And he makes 1.5 commission, which is basically multiplying by 0.015, I believe. All right. When we multiply that, let's see how much money he gets. So you have 55000. You multiply that by 0.015, and you get $825. All right. Plus the 500 he makes in addition, right, every week. So his total he makes is $13.25. Now on to the number. We skipped 21. All right, let's go to number 22. Number 22, Steve and the bicycles. Right. So this is D equals RT. All right, Steve bicycles. Right. He bikes 3 miles to school every day. So obviously 3 is your D. All right. Let's see here. Every day at 15 miles per hour. So that's the rate is 15 miles per hour, and then we don't know what the time is. So we have to get T by itself. The easiest way to get T by itself is to divide 15 by both sides. All right, and then the answer would be RT is 1/3 of an hour equals the T. But 1/5 of an hour. Yeah, 1/5. I'm sorry. Right, because 5 goes into it, right? Equals the T. Well, that's not really helpful because 1/5 of an hour, I have no idea what that is. So we have to change that hour, 1/5 of an hour, to seconds, because that's what it's asking for, right? No, into minutes. So one hour has 1 know what? Let me rewrite this more clearly. You have B, as I'm doing D. The distance is 3 miles. I'll write that 3 miles. Equals the rate of what? The rate is 15 miles per hour. Alright? And the time is unknown. So we're dividing by 15 miles per hour by 15 miles per hour. Alright? So what happens, this crosses out, miles crosses out, hours crosses out, miles crosses out. This becomes a 1, this becomes a 5. So it's 1/5 of an hour. So I was right, okay? Let's delete this, come back. So we have 1, so we have 1/5 of an hour. And we need to convert that to minutes. So 1 hour equals 60, 1/5 of an hour, yeah. 1/5 of an hour, let's see here. How much is 1/5 of an hour? So that's 1/5 of an hour. There's an hour has, alright, so we'll come back to that. 1 hour has 60 minutes, alright? So 1/5 of an hour, right? 1/5, or 1/5 of an hour, right? 1/5 of an hour would go here, I believe, 5 hours, right? No, that doesn't go that way. Hold on, class, I'm thinking how to go about this. 1/5 of an hour, let's see here. Yeah, you would have to divide 5 into 60, that's all. Yes, there you go, into 60, there you go. Right, that's how we would do it. 5 goes into 60, 12, so 1/5 of an hour is 12 minutes. There you go. So that's 12 minutes, right? He needs to, and he leaves at 8:30. He gets to school by 8:30. He needs 15 minutes to lock up. So 8:30 subtract 15 is 8:15. And it takes him 12 minutes to bike. So 8:15 minus 12 leaves him about what? 8:03 he needs to leave from his house. So that's the answer to that question. Alright, next. How many gallons of ethanol are in 100 gallons of mixture that is 10% ethanol? So you just basically multiplying 100 times 10%. And that should be, that's easy. That's 100 times 0.10. So you just remove the decimal place. So the answer is okay. Alright, next is, that completes that. Then next is chapter 4, quiz 1, which is pretty easy. You have the following problem. You have z squared plus 2 is less than 6. So that'll be z squared is less than, subtract 2 from both sides, is 4. And because it's a perfect square, you need to square each one. So z equals 2. That's all that is. Alright. Next, which of the following phrases is not greater than or equal to? Well, is less than is your right answer. Alright. Now 3 and 4, let's go over that. So you have 3 and 4. 3 is, you have x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 2. Basically, you're subtracting 6 from both sides. X is greater than or equal to -4. So if we were to draw the lines, here's -4, here's -3, here's -5. X is anything greater than -4, so here's -4. It has a greater than or equal to. So you circle that in and it goes this way. That's how you would do that. Next you have -2x that's greater than -4. We have to divide both sides by -2, but because we're dividing by negatives, the greater than sign actually switches. So it goes this way. You see how it changes? Okay. and then 2 goes into -4, -2 times. So I have -2, -1, I have -3. X is anything less than that. So it's an open circle. It goes this way. Okay. Number 5. Find all the numbers such as the difference between the number and its opposite is at most 6. Is at most means greater than or equal to. So this is a little tricky. It's saying so we have a number and we're subtracting that number from the opposite of that number to the opposite of that number. And it's going to equal, and it's going to be less than or greater than 6. Alright? So there you go. That was easy. That's a bonus. Alright? Next one. So a single trip, alright, a single trip on a toll costs $1.20. Frequent users can get a monthly pass that costs $25. How many times a month must a person use the toll road before the monthly pass becomes a better deal? So alright, so you have a pass, like a single trip, which is worth $1.20. So how many times that do you need to take it until purchasing a $25 monthly pass is better? Alright, so let's figure out how many times you gotta take it. So that's how you do it. So we have to divide both sides by 120. That's all. Right? You really can't divide that, so you should really move this 2 decimal places to the right. So it becomes 25 divided by 120. I mean, this, right? Yeah. These cross out. Let's see here. 12 goes into that about 28 times, about 20.83 times, which is about 21 times. So after taking about 21 times, it's no longer worthwhile to be spending $1.20. Might as well buy the 25 monthly pass. So 21 times is anything over 21 times is not worth it. That's the whole point of the greater sign. Anything over 21 times is not worth it. Alright, so that is your test. I enjoyed working with you all for 1 year. I got to spend some more time with others and some new students here. I hope I did a good job. I will miss you all dearly. Keep up the good work. Study hard. Do well in school. Do well for yourself. Do well for God. Do well for me. You guys can do it. We'll miss you dearly. Bye.